Hello, beautiful people. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are doing well. So, I won't waste time here. Please, if you are thinking of moving to Denmark next year, this video is for you. And this is for those who are asking me, Milton, oh, I want to study in Denmark. Oh, I do not know which school offer undergraduate programs. This video is for you. Make sure you listen to the end. I have some programs here I will tell you and the university that offer these programs. First thing first, let us talk about the general things. Make sure you go and take IELTS. Make sure you go and take IELTS. I have said it 2 times and I hope you people will understand. Some people are still thinking they want to play King Kong. They are still thinking that, oh, they can survive without it. This is the trick to get an offer. Second point I want to make is if you want to apply to Denmark and get an admissions next year, apply to 1, 2, or even 3 different universities. There is a video on the channel I did about schools or master's degree programs. And I equally said you need to have money. Okay, because after you get admissions, you will be given 14 days to pay the tuition fee. For requirements, tuition, everything is on the school website. So verify the details from the school website. Now, remember, Denmark is an expensive country. So if you want to move to Denmark next year, please save money. Of course, as a student, you do not need proof of funds again to apply for the visa. I have said it many times and people came to this thing and told me that, oh, Milton, you do not know anything. Some even came there and said, oh, Milton, I moved to Denmark, I used proof of funds. But they forgot some of them were moving through Aduro, while others were coming through spouse visa. They didn't move as students from the onset. Now, international students, if you get admissions to study in Portugal next year, you do not need proof of funds to study. All you need to do is go to the Siri website, the new in Denmark site, read the first page and go to the second page and read it properly. You are going to see this information. Then, once you are applying for the student visa, pay attention to documents because, of course, Denmark has a very good acceptance rate. No cap about this. Now, another thing I want to say is, if you are thinking of moving to Denmark, you need to also put in your applications to other countries because it is possible that you can apply to schools or for universities programs in Denmark. At the end of the day, you don't even get any admission. So try to extend your tentacles because remember, the competition is high now. Canada have rejected so many people and the US is not taking student visas anymore. So many students now are running to Europe. Please open your tentacles. Expand your wings. Now, these are programs if you want to study. If you are looking for bachelor's programs, please listen to me. If you rush and ask a question, you will not see Milton to respond to it. If you want to book a call with me, the link is below, guys. Now, I'm sharing this because I want you to succeed. I want to see you in Europe next year. Others will not do it, but I will do it. I will keep trying my best. Now, if you want to study a bachelor's program, a program called Artificial Intelligence. After this, I will give you the name of the school. If you want to study Artificial Intelligence in English, then you can study this program in Denmark at a tuition of 7,500 euros per semester. It is 30 ECTS. Then, if you want to study a bachelor's program called Bachelor of Science in Economics and Business Administration / Global Business Relationships, then you can study this program. The tuition fee is 4,250 euros. Then if you want to study a program called Bachelor of Science in European Studies, you can study the program for 4,250 euros per semester. It is 30 credits. If you want to study a bachelor's program called Computer Sciences at bachelor's level, then you can study this program for 7,500 euros per semester and the admissions GPA will be published following the first intake. Anyways, that's not our business. Now, if you want to study electronics, then you can study this program at 6,400 euros per semester. This is at bachelor's level. If you want to study electronics, this one is Bachelor's of Science in Engineering. The other one was Bachelor's of Engineering. So this one of Bachelor's of Science in Engineering, you are going to pay 7,500 euros. Then if you want to study another one called Engineering, Innovation and Business, you can study it at 7,500 euros. If you want to study another one called interactive technology engineering, you can study at 7,500 euros. If you want to study international business administration, language and culture, you can also study this one. This one is in mixed languages, in English, German, and Danish. So if you have the other languages, you can apply, but I don't think this can favor international student. That one is 3,100. If you want to study marketing and management anthropology at BSc level, you can study it for 4,250 euros. If you want to study mechanical engineering, which is Bachelors of Engineering, you can study it at 6,400 euros per semester. If you want to study mechanical, that is BSc in engineering in the mechanicals, you can do it at 7,500 euros per semester. There is another one still at 6,400. Then there is another one still at 7,500. Then also, if you want to do something like software engineering, you can do it at 7,500. Then there is still another software engineering at 7,500 euros. Now, remember, you need to apply for these programs before March next year. And remember, admissions is competitive. Those that will come in first will definitely go in first. And if you come late, you cannot get a spot again to study. Now, let me tell you the name of the school. The name of the school is University of Southern Denmark. Now, you know the name of the school now. All you need to do is to check the link, go check requirements, choose your own program if you just graduated from high school, right? Once you choose your own program, go through the list, check the program you are going to be applying for. Once you choose the program, you are good to go. You start preparing the documents on time. Okay, because there are further requirements there. I'm not going to be talking about the requirements, but the basic requirements you need to apply for these BSc programs at the University of Southern Denmark include a copy of your YX certificate, a copy of your WASI, a copy of your O and A levels. Depending on the country you are coming from, basic high school qualifications qualifies you to take a bachelor's in Denmark. Then also, you may need your curriculum vitae, your IELTS certificate. Try to score at least 6.5 on 9. But at least try to get at least 6.5. Then also, maybe you are going to write a motivation letter. That one is for sure. You must write a motivation letter. Then you see places are getting dark and what is the time? 4 minutes to 5. Then also, the other thing you need to know is some programs might require an exam. Please apply only for a program that is taught completely in English language. In other videos, I'm going to bring more universities that offer bachelor's programs. Remember, this school also offer master's degree programs. And do not forget that in Denmark, you are going to be paying per semester, which means in 1 year, you are going to pay 2 times. There are 2 semesters in 1 year, 4 months interval. Now, do not forget that once you get admission, you will pay the fees for the first semester. If you select a program that is 7,500, just know that after you get admission, you are going to pay that 7,500. Then, immediately you move to Denmark and study, you are going to pay some other money again. Remember, there is something here. If you look at your budget, and your budget is not enough, you cannot force it, right? You cannot force it. And again, remember that early this year, there were laws that the Danish officials said, if you want to stay back in Denmark and find a job, if you want to move to Denmark with your family, okay, you have to apply to a state universities, and University of Southern Denmark happens to be one. Remember, I was not paid to do this video. I have no promotion strategy or whatsoever. I'm just sharing information that can help international students. So please make sure you put all of this into consideration, apply for these programs, and I wish to see you in Europe next year. I hope this will help you. Share the video with your brother who just graduated from high school, or those who have a master's degree and want to do a bachelor's again, who think that is better for them. Please check requirements. It's very important. So someone reached out to me yesterday with this question. He said, "Hello Milton, I am a student in France and I came here a few months back and I would like to move to another country to work since it's a bit difficult to get a job here in France as an international student. Please, can I move to a different country with a visa from France and stay there?" Now, I'm going to break this down in the simplest form possible. First thing I would like to tell international students is that when you move abroad, jobs will not wait for you. You have to go and pursue jobs. Jobs will not wait for you in your home, in your city. You have to ask questions. You have to ask people, right? Then you need to hunt for it like you are hungry to eat. I hope you understand. Of course, if you do not have a job, you will always need food. So what are you waiting for? You need to hunt for it in order to get money to buy food, right? Now, this person, I understand most of you do not know. A student visa to France or any other Schengen country is quite delicate. It is the best visa, but if you do anyhow and listen to certain people, you will get yourself into trouble. Now, he is saying, let's stay focused. He is saying that he has a student visa to France, and because of the job situation, I do not know what is happening in France. I don't know what he is doing. I don't know if he's been checking and cannot get, because me, I cannot be in France and I don't work. That is a fact. Now, if you take that student visa to France, let's take for example, and enter into any other EU country or Schengen zone or European Union, any country, right? That visa was not given to come to that country. Get me right. Now, the first thing you should understand is that if I have a student visa in the Netherlands, right, and I move to France, I can be in France for maybe 3 months. Nobody will do anything to me. But the visa in my pocket is what? The Dutch student visa, is visa to the Netherlands, because my residence permit is going to be a residence permit for the Netherlands. If you look, all of you in the EU, those who are in the European Union now, if you check at the top of your permit, you will see the flag, like the name of the country, right? For France, it should be FRA, something like that, because I have NL something for Netherlands. Now, I can live in France or do whatever, but for me to be employed in France, okay, it's not going to be possible. I mean, as a student. Otherwise, I'm doing the other way. You understand, which is not good. Now, to work legally in France, it is not going to be possible because what? I did not come with a visa to France. I came as a student to the Netherlands. But the residence permit I have is a residence permit for the Netherlands and not France. You understand? So the only thing I can do in France is to visit, come back, visit, go on tours, visit, but to work legally is not going to be possible. I mean legally, it's not going to be possible. But if you come in with a Schengen visa, right, you can also visit France, but you cannot work. The last week I addressed something here that happened in Germany. Someone came into Germany with a Schengen visa and went to look for a job in the supermarket. When they told her she cannot work, she started arguing, which she was wrong. She didn't do her research. Probably maybe an agent was lying to her. So a student visa in France, Portugal, Belgium, Netherlands cannot work in Spain. A student visa in Spain, Hungary, Switzerland, Denmark cannot work in the Netherlands. You know why? Because of those laws. First, let me tell you something. To work in the Netherlands as a student, you need to have certain criteria. You need to have a residence permit. You need to have a house contract. You need to have a BSN number. You need to have a running bank account. Now, with a student visa from France, will you be able to open these things or to create these things or to get these documents here? No, it's not possible. So if you want to work in France, maybe, or in another EU country, I'm talking to the person who posed this question, you can only do maybe things you understand, which I don't encourage. Now, or you move to that country and change your visa. To change the visa from what to what? You cannot even change the visa in the Netherlands. You have to apply for a school in the Netherlands before you can move to the Netherlands and work. And now you are coming to the Netherlands as what? As a student. Then you can now stay here and work. This is the way it works. Any other way will not help you. This is just the truth, guys. So please, nobody should fool you and tell you otherwise, because it's going to be detrimental. Think about it. If I were you, I would hustle more and find a job. Definitely, there should be jobs in France. It's just that because you are new, you still don't know the in and the out or places to enter. But I'll advise you, if you are new, use your mouth. I noticed that some people do not know how to use their mouth. You cannot go to a place new, you don't know anything, and you meet people, you don't talk to them. Talk to even the French people. Ask them for jobs. Show them your CV. Tell them you are just new and you need a job. You are legal. You have a student visa, which means you can work part-time. So please, put this into consideration. It's so important. Okay, don't listen to people who do not know what they are doing, because definitely you might meet some people who came through Aduro. All right, Aduro is not bad. Everybody choose their path, but don't listen to such people, because most of them, they do not understand what genuine immigration is. All right. Then again, read more on the university's website. You might even find study opportunities or part-time jobs opportunities on your school website. And equally, check the French immigration website for details. Bye bye for now.